All right, good morning. 6:30, October 16th. Looking like a lot of rain in the forecast the next 48 hours. So good reminder, rain gear's in the tool crib. If you need some, just give Elliot a call and they'll set some aside for you. So this week, kind of a little uptick in the COVID active cases here in Vermont. As you can see, yesterday had 14 new cases. The region of Chittenden County and Addison County are definitely kind of the two most prevalent in our area in the last 14 days. And then the pie chart that you can see here, as you can see, pretty much since that little outbreak that happened in Shoreham, we've been pretty much averaging anywhere from 8 to 11 cases a day currently. The updated map for us for our leisurely travel, there's a couple new counties in New Hampshire that has popped up this week, and then definitely on the Adirondacks as well for us. So again, just keep up the good communication, anything COVID related, contact myself, Alberta, and we are here to assist you in any way we can. With that said, I'm gonna pass it over to Alberta to talk about the rest of our program that we have for you this morning. Thanks, Alberta, for joining us.
See my screen, Matt?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. This week's code of conduct is be prompt, start on time, work appointments, projects, etc. Safety news for this week. We are at 73 days without a recordable injury. This week's topic is the influenza, the flu for 2020-2021 season. Today is our flu clinic, so everyone please show up if you are going to get a flu shot today. We are here from 8 to 10. We have moved over to the surveyor's building due to the rain out here, so want to keep everyone dry over there. The flu shots today, everyone is encouraged to get one. Getting vaccinated is more important this than ever this flu season. Vaccinations will help keep people out of the hospital with the overwhelming by the flu, so that they can be taking care of people with the COVID-19. CDC recommends, everyone's 6 months of age or older getting vaccinated every flu season. It takes about 2 weeks for the protection to develop after vaccination. There are many flu viruses and they are always changing. Each year, a new flu vaccination is made to protect against 3 or 4 viruses that are likely to cause disease in the upcoming flu season. Even when the vaccination doesn't exactly match these viruses, it may still provide some protection. Influenza vaccine does not cause the flu. Boost your immune system. It is a time of the year where, cold, everyone's getting those sniffles, and, we don't have much sunshine and good warm weather. So taking a multivitamin is an extra help. Drink plenty of water, eat a variety of fruit and veggies, and quality of sleep, 6 or more hours a night, and then get some liquid sunshine. So take a supplement of vitamin D, stay active, lift weights, 30-minute walks a day, and get at least 10,000 steps in. Mask up. So this year, more than ever, wearing a face mask that covers your nose and mouth and keeping distance at least 6 feet from others when you can. In the picture here, it shows, wearing the mask correctly. You need to make sure that it's being over your nose and your mouth, not just over your mouth. And then lather up. Wash your hands often with soap and water. If soap and water aren't available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer, which we do have available in the tool crib. And if you guys have seen these posted all over ECI campus, and this is what we're gonna, go off if people are questioning, should I stay home or what's going on? So fever, anyone over 100, we're asking that you stay out for 24 hours just so that it doesn't develop or get worse. Casual runny nose, that's hard this time with seasonal allergies. After 72 hours if symptoms worsen, and then vomiting, diarrhea. ongoing upset stomach, vomiting or diarrhea, 24 hours after these symptoms are gone, you can return to work. And known exposure to anyone with signs or symptoms. Be aware of the exposure, self-monitor for 7 days, wear mask at all times during monitoring period. And then the confirmed employee test, if you're positive, isolate, and doctor release 7 days after the symptoms, or you need a negative test. And then contact with a confirmed case at 7 days quarantine. Symptoms require doctor's release and a negative test as well. So again, any questions or concerns, please always reach out to health and safety, and can navigate you to all the questions that need to be answered.
Thank you, Alberta. Yep, that last slide was kind of more for COVID, but it relates to the influenza as well. And definitely the best thing we can do is get it diagnosed. So utilizing primary care. And if you don't have a primary care, let us know, and we might be able to help you out through Champlain Medical to get it diagnosed on what type of symptoms that you're having. All right, Ken, I'm going to kick it over to you now for.
Okay, thanks, Alberta. And I want to also mention on the topic of the Vermont travel map that our little region is very impressive by having such a low number of cases of COVID for 1 million, I believe it is the ratio. And I hope we can keep it that way. And one of the ways to keep it that way is for all Vermonters to get a flu shot. I think that would keep us in our little bubble, which we want to have. So I'm gonna put my screen on here. Oops. Oh, I had it here for some reason. Let's go back to my email and then open here again. View in browser. Okay. There we go. Okay, so announcements this week. No, nothing new on the announcement scene. We have colder weather around the corner, so keep in mind the treating of the fuel and winterizing pumps, and also stay on the transfer tank logs and the equipment hour logs. And this is still October, and we're in Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I included a link here to the National Breast Cancer Organization, and they have a lot of good information about breast cancer, about the Awareness Month, and just general information that's valuable. So check it out. Today, of course, like Alberta said, is our ECI flu clinic, and that'll be held from 8 a.m. To 10 a.m. And we're giving out $25 gift certificates to all participants to encourage the vaccinations. And as Alberta also said, it'll be located, a little change from the previous announcements, but it'll be located in the surveyor's building, the surveyor's garage. So enter from the front building on the lower level. And also there's a flu shot questionnaire. If you can have that filled out before you show up, it's great. If you cannot make this clinic, we have vouchers that you can take to, I believe it's Walgreens, or else to Champlain Medical. So ask the safety department about those vouchers, or if you're unable to get to the office, or if you're not around. So it's not imperative that you come over. If you're off site and tied up, that's fine. Just check with the safety department about the vouchers. And our COVID policies here, we have a active link if anyone needs it. And for the project of the week, we are profiling the Velco Sandbar Control Building Concrete in Milton. So we're contracted with Russell Construction of Rutland, Vermont, to construct in the concrete footings, the frost walls, the building walls for the Velco Control Building at the Sandbar substation. The concrete walls extend all the way up to the steel trusses, and the gable ends extend up to the roof peak. So it's quite an unusual type of building, because the concrete work just doesn't end at the slab and at the frost walls. So the work included, the scope of work included the cast in place footings. It's a 62 by 32 foot building. We had 14-foot high walls off these footings, 8 foot thick, number 4 at 12 inches each way. Wall openings were built into this wall and ventilation openings for doors and walls and for ventilation. So we also formed and poured the gable end peaks up another 9 foot high above that 14-foot wall to form a 612 pitch. We constructed a 5 foot by 32 foot front apron, and we poured and finished the floor slab, including a raised section at the rear. The footing took just 2 days to form and pour, and the walls took 10 days and 2 days to strip. So there we are, one of the first days there, starting to pour on the footings. And then you can see a pretty impressive 10-foot high walls all around, quite a little box that they formed. And then the gable end, you can see it's rather unusual to bring it right up to the peak of the roof with our concrete. There we go, look at that, pouring the raised section of floor at the far end. And this is completing it. Looks like they got themselves boxed into the corner there. You can see the overhead door opening and the man door openings, and also the ventilation openings up on the gable end. And there's a view from the outside. And then we're also hired to set the steel trusses with our boom truck. So pretty cool looking. I'd never seen steel trusses like that. They're like a steel 2x4 or 2x6, I believe, shapes. And we were just doing the setting with the crane. That's one of the, I would believe, one of the Russell construction guys setting it into place. And here's, after those trusses were set, you can see inside of the building. Pretty neat. So for the photo archives, I also have an old picture, 2003, from the Velco Sandbar substation. We are pouring a footing here for some of the equipment in the substation. And you can see that's the old SD Griswold days, because they're doing a pour with the old yellow and green trucks. And that's what we got. So I'll turn it back over to Matt, and everyone have a good, safe day, and try to stay dry and not too uncomfortable out there.
Thank you, Ken. Have a great day. Let's stay safe today. Let's have a good weekend. See everybody soon.